Hello everybody, it's Vincent Grosso and welcome to another episode on my channel. Today I wanted to do an episode on audio description. So yes, I am going to be hiding behind the camera today, but it's just a good listening video, so sit back, relax, and listen to what I have to say because we're going to talk about audio description. So I love audio description. In fact, before I became visually impaired, I had the Roku 3 HD, I had my plasma TV, Panasonic, and I had my cell phone. These are three devices I already owned that I had no clue had accessibility features already installed on them. So I thought I'd make a video today about that. So in other words, don't go running to the store. If you become visually impaired tomorrow, if you become blind tomorrow and you're just starting to adapt and you're trying to learn new things, don't go to the store to buy anything accessible just yet. Look around your surroundings. You never know what you have at your house. So my story was I had my phone, which I went on YouTube and I went on Google and this and stuff, and I found Sam from The Blind Life, and he told me about accessibility features on my phone. So then I started playing around. I didn't even know they were on there. I owned a really nice LG V20. It's what I film all my videos on. And little did I know that I had all these accessibility features already installed. So I had the Roku already. My family and I, we've done cable in the past, but cable just doesn't work for us because cable is very expensive and you find yourself not watching it when you're paying for it. So you kind of want it when you don't have it, and when you have it, you don't need it because you don't use it. So we just do Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Vudu, all that stuff. So I thought I'd make a video talking about Netflix as well and show you my Roku. So if you are someone that owns a Amazon Fire Stick or Apple TV or the Roku 3 or higher, like the Roku 4 Ultra, if you're one of those people, you will learn that you might have accessibility features already there that you didn't know about. So I'm going to show you what the Roku is because that's what I own. So if I go down the settings,
Feature 3, button 2 of 8. My feed, button 3 of 8. Movie store, button 4 of 8. In main menu, TV store, button 5 of 8.
I like the voice on the Roku.
Settings, button, home, button 1 of 8.
And I think it's clear. I wish it was a little faster, but the settings, it's either too slow, it's in the middle, or it's way too fast. So this is where I've stuck it with. So, but the girl is clear and I can hear her. So when I'm going to open Netflix. And when I'm letting you know ahead of time, when I open Netflix, it's going to tell you the summary, all that stuff. That's still the Roku part, and it does a great job. I have about 60-something apps on here, and it is flawless with all of them except Pluto TV. So Pluto TV, I can't really get the audio description to work too well with, but out of all the apps I have, it works good with all of them except that one. So let's click on Netflix. And then as you can tell, if anybody can't see, my avatar for my channel is Daredevil.
On the details screen for Russian dial. Resume as one app.
So if I scroll through the settings,
Episode and more.
I just want you to know that if you go to audio description, like if you want audio description is what I'm trying to say. You go to audio subtitles, then you scroll down till you get to audio.
English original. English audio description.
There's English audio description. So if I click that, it turns it on, and it will work for more than just this show. It'll work for any show you watch on Netflix that has audio description available. So, I got out of it. So I want you to hear the summary.
Resume as one of 6 buttons. Nothing in this world is easy. On the night of her 36th birthday, Nadia meets an untimely end, then suddenly finds herself back at the party her friends threw for her.
So I think that voice sounds clear enough to me. It doesn't drive my family insane, and it doesn't drive me insane. It gets to the point. So that's the Roku voice. So let's get on to a Netflix movie. I'm only going to play like 30 seconds, if that. I don't want to get a copyright strike. So here we go.
2 of 6 buttons. Play. 24 minutes, 58 seconds remaining. Press OK to pause.
Original series. A woman with tasseled red hair stares straight ahead. A title appears, Russian Doll. She turns off a dark metal faucet. The red-headed woman steps back from the sink. She dries her hands on her pants and adjusts her black top. The red-headed woman turns her head to the right. An amorphous shape glows in the bathroom door, casting its blue light against the surrounding black tiled walls. She straightens her black jacket and struts forward. The red-headed woman grips a pistol-shaped doorknob and pulls open the door.
So that right there is an example of audio description on my Roku and on Netflix. So I really, really enjoy audio description. For example, I will just tell you this quick, short little story. I went to see Star Wars in the movie theater when I still had my left eye was still good. It was the last movie, in fact, I've seen at the theater since I became visually impaired. And I saw that movie just fine because I had it for so long. My right eye was gone for so long that I almost didn't notice it because my left eye still could see. So I watched that movie and thought I saw everything and got everything out of it. But fast forward to the future, I'm visually impaired in both eyes, and Netflix comes out with Star Wars on that. And I get all excited and I want to see it with audio description for the first time without being able to see the screen. Now, when I look at the screen, I don't see anything but a gray and pixels and pigments and all that. I see silhouettes of stuff moving at times, but I can never tell what's going on, especially if it's a dark scene, like Daredevil movies. I couldn't tell when those came out. But when audio description came out, I learned so much more. So when I watched that audio descripted Star Wars episode, I was seeing things in the episode, in that movie that I didn't see at the theater. And I still didn't see it when I was watching it, but the audio description was telling me things I never even looked at. Like something on the screen that was on the display of a monitor, it would tell me what it said. And I'm like, wow, I never even read the monitor. I was looking at everything else. So audio description is really good. So say you watched a movie when you had vision and you think you remember everything about that movie. Watch it with audio description, because I'm going to tell you right now, audio description is going to tell you something you totally never noticed, even if you watched it 50 times. So it's going to happen. That's why audio description is awesome and amazing. It's changed my life. I don't watch TV all day, but when I do, I make sure it has audio description. So Netflix is my go-to. The only problem is YouTube doesn't have audio description. Hulu doesn't have it. Vudu doesn't have it. Now, Vudu, I love Vudu, but the problem is, so on Vudu you can share, it's a rental service if you don't know what Vudu is. And let me find it.
In main menu.
But if you go to Vudu and you pick a movie on Vudu, you got to rent them. And it's cool and everything. You can get movies right away when you want and all that stuff. But my problem with Vudu is if I spend $20 on a movie, it's not going to have audio description. But if I went to the store and bought a physical copy of it, guess what? It has audio description. I'd rather go to the store, get a ride and go to the store and spend $20 for a disc that has the description on it. So that's the problem with Vudu. But if they fix that, it would make it so much better. They don't realize how many visually impaired and blind people need the accessibility features like that. So this is my episode on audio description. I hope you liked it. I didn't want to go too far into it, but the whole purpose of this episode is check your house. You don't know what you have. You might have audio description. You might have accessibility features already and not even know it, and then go spend more money. But also, I learned through all my groups, like my tech group, my peer support group, meeting people that are visually impaired and blind. I've learned that people have been blind or visually impaired for years, and they never knew what audio description was. And I just became visually impaired, and I happen to know it before they do. So, and there are those people. So, yeah, so I just wanted to put awareness to the audio description and tell you how much I loved it. I'm even going to the movie theaters for the first time soon so I can learn audio description at the movie theater. I walked in there and I talked to them. My wife drove over there. I walked in, just asked a question, do you have it? They said yes, they use it with every movie they play, and that's an IMAX. So I'm going to learn what a movie's like at the theater with my visual impairment. When that happens, I'll film that. So you guys will get a gist of how it was for my experience since my visual impairment. But all right, subscribe to my channel if you've never subscribed. Ring the notification bell if you want more videos. Hit the like button if you liked this video. And please leave a comment because I love listening to your comments and replying back. This is Vincent Grosso, and as I said, you're all my friends, and I love you all. Until the next video, see you later.